Good morning. Happy Halloween on a Tuesday. Feels kind of weird to have Halloween on a Tuesday. I'd have to say my favorite Halloweens are on Fridays, Saturday. Fridays or Saturdays. That's okay. I've been really busy and I'd love to show you what I've been making. We're getting ready to go camping, crabbing, and I noticed every year there's people that forget hats to stay warm. So I've been crocheting up a storm with tons of different YouTube tutorials. I'll show you what I made. I remember what yarn I used and tell you what I thought about the tutorial. They all made up very quick. I made 3 of them on Sunday. The one I made on Thursday, and I made 2 on Saturday. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hats. Oh, I should have made 1 more. Then I'd have a hat a day. Okay, let's see. So, I found a brand new to me YouTube creator. Her name is Zhavin, Zhavin, V-I-N, Zhavin, crochets. She's incredible. She has a lot of hats. The first hat I want to show you, they all have very simple names. This is an easy winter hat. Look at the rich texture. It's done in triple crochets, kind of like a Bavarian stitch where you're going through, you're doing a base row, and then you're going through and you're grabbing the front of them and making them pop so that those back stitches become 3D. This is an amazing cozy hat. It stretches to whatever you need. You could wear it slouchy. You could toss it back. Some people like to wear them further on their heads. I like to cover my eyebrows. My eyebrows get cold. I made this one in blue. This is Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. This worked up extremely quick. Really just a 1-row repeat. Happy Halloween! A 1-row repeat because you're just grabbing amazing little hat. The wind does not come through that. You can see my hand a little there. Good solid hat, very pretty. The next one is Zhavin. Let's make a zigzag hat. I did this in green, Red Heart Super Saver. I just had one of those big ones, big balls of skeins of yarn in my floppies, so I decided to use it. This one, I think she mentioned it. I didn't do it. I think she mentioned to make the brim in a half size smaller and then half size bigger for this part, and it wouldn't have done. It works, but then it just keeps wanting to go smaller. I think this should have been in a smaller to make your band, which I did learn something about hat bands. Hat bands do not necessarily hold the hat on your head. If you make your hat the right size, then the hat just stays on your head. Right? I thought it was a pretty green. In case I'm camping and I see some A's fans. Reminds me of A's green. The zigzag did make a nice little tree pattern on there. This one worked up fast when I got the hang of it. I had a hard time following along, so it's worked over 5 stitches, and you work along triple crochet on the front post. then you tuck in 3, and then you do another triple. What I had a hard time visualizing was that next triple will fold over when you skip 2 to go to the next front post V that you're doing, and then line up your 3. So because I'm left-handed, it really wasn't pulling it over to where it needed to be until the next row round. When you go to triple post crochet in that 3rd that you made, then it grabbed it and it pulled them apart. Let's make a zigzag. It's a cute hat. Very nice. My son likes that color. This is very earthy. The next one is show notes. Zhavin. This is called the 1 hour beanie. I used Red Heart Super Saver Teal and Black. Both, these are all scraps that I had. One of them is not. One of them I actually purchased yarn for. Beautiful teal is a little peacock teal. Looks true to color next to that orange pumpkin and that green hat. 1 hour beanie. Yeah, it took about an hour. It's just those little bean puff stitches, and I just kept going and going. It was worked in around. You fluff it down. Fold it over even if you wanted to, if it was a smaller kid. Fluff it down. Pull it straight up. Put a kitten in it. I don't know. V puff stitches over and over and over again. This one does have a little bit of gapping in it, but I think that's okay. We live in California. Oh, I like the decrease on this. We live in California, so hats with gaps, it's not that big deal. We're not in the snow. It doesn't get blustery, frigid, windy. It's not that big. I like how this one decreased on the top. It wasn't just a cinch. I haven't come to the cinch hats yet. All 3 of these have decreased on the top. That was a fun decrease. This one was just single crochet decreases, which I think these are supposed to have palms on the top. I'm horrible at making palms. I have a little machine, the little round gadgets that open up from Clover that make all the different size palms. I'm really not good at it. I always feel like my palms are going to come apart. I tie them tight and the yarn will snap, or I'll loop it around twice and tie it tight, and then I'll like fluff it up or brush it out, and I just feel like those hairs are just constantly always coming out. I might need to experiment with like a dot of glue, like on the inside where it's still pulled, and then you tie those knots around it. Like maybe I should put a ring of glue or something around that. I might make it heavy though. It needs some experimentation before I feel comfortable with my palms. I did see that Ruth Ann went to Hobby Lobby and found some cute little palms. That would be easy to attach before we go. Might need to do that. Oh, I also saw at $1.25 store in the Hair Liga department for the little hair barrettes and clips for the little girls. They have the elastic bands with puffs on them, and they come in a 2-pack, you know, for pigtails. I was thinking those might work. I only saw gray, which would be fine with all these colors. Moving on. The next one is Purple by Siren's Crochet. Ooh, I like her tutorials. Oh, she's so nice to listen to. She's patient, very clear to see the tutorials step by step. I love working with her. This was called Easy Beanie. This was a very easy beanie. This one easily worked up in an hour, like no big deal, no complications. It's worked long ways. So you've got a series of singles, and then you got a combination of very simple slip half doubles, and then you go into just some slips, and then you turn around and then you work back with the opposite pattern. Beautiful. Works up so nice. This is Red Heart excuse me, Red Heart Super Saver. I think it's got a fancy name like purple. I like this one. The brim could fold up as much as you like or as little as you like, and it's got a nice big bulbous top. And it fits good. It's got like, when you alternate the pattern, it has like a snug squeeze to it. Like some hats are just big on the top, nice and roomy. If you've got like a bun in your hair or a hairstyle, it's big and roomy. It doesn't mess with much. But this has got like a nice traditional beanie squeeze on it. It covers my ears. If it got really cold, I could pull it down further in the back and up in the top, in the front. Excellent, excellent beanie. All of these links will be in the description box below, along with the name of the hat in case it just takes you to a playlist. And I think I noted the yarn that I used. This one has no pattern. This is the only one that has no pattern. It's just a traditional half double crochet beanie. I made a large rectangle and then sewed up the side, cinched the top twice, pulled it tight. So it's got the cinched top, just traditional half double crochet basic beanie. This one's for Ryan. This one's Red Heart Super Saver. I think they're paint collection. Definitely a discontinued color. I think this was one of those Hobby Lobby orange sticker sales. Definitely traditional, squeezes your head just right, keeps your thoughts in your ears. Nice beanie. Ryan loves the colors. I like how the colors worked up. When it was a rectangle, I could actually see that it was color pooling into, what is that pattern? I want to say Argyle. I think that's like a sweater. It was pulling, it was crisscrossing, it was doing a round circle of color. That's Hazel. She rings the bells to go to the bathroom. Hold on, Hazel. Hold on. And my last hat is a Crochet Crowd. I did purchase this yarn. This is the premier $1.25 store in the Tweed. I first found this black. Oh, it's beautiful. It's got little flecks of gray and white in it. This premier yarn is softer than any of these. Even, well, Hobby Lobby, right? I love this yarn. Okay, Hazel. Good girl. I found the gray tweed and then I found the black tweed, and I like how it did like a fake faux houndstooth, but this is the Peaks cap, and it needs 2 buttons. So the back comes down around your neck, and then this brim part folds up, and you put 2 buttons on it, which I haven't done yet, and it gives a nice little visor. When we go out crabbing, it's a little windy, so I like that it protects your ears, and then it gives you this nice little visor in the front. It's got like a newspaper boy kind of look to it. The top of the pattern was incredible. It's got spokes on it, and then it grows between the spokes into these slanted puffs. Very, very nice beanie. I had a lot of fun making these. I really did. We still have, I'll be right back. She's gotta go. Okay, I'm back. It's a useful trick to have her ring the bells. On the sliding glass door is a strip of, they look like sleigh bells, kind of. Wow. It's a scary Halloween. My hair today. It's a strip of sleigh bells, and she rings the bells and we open the door and let her out. We used to give her a treat. We would we'd go over to the bells and ring it and then give her a treat. So now sometimes I wonder if she's really got to go to the bathroom or if she would like a treat. But the door opens every single time, so hopefully it has a dual purpose to her. Let's see. I think between the Siren Crochet and the Zhavin Easy Winter Hat, I really like the texture and the color of this one. I love that the 3D pops through. Between this one and this one, the Easy Beanie with a palm. This one really needs a palm because it's got that cinched top. I think these two are my favorite. I've made the peak cap quite a few times. And it really is a good looking hat once you get a little button right here and tack that part back. This is a good looking hat. So much so that it draws attention. It's not just your basic beanie. But neither are these. I had to make one basic beanie. I have a few more days before we head out on our big adventure. Hopefully I can get a few more beanies in. I would like to add a Back-O-Day crochet beanie, which I saw while I was making these, that she put a tutorial for a brand new one. Need to do the brand new one. Take it with me. I think I need to dig through my yarn, my Halloween costume. She chills. I need to dig through my yarn and see if I have a burgundy or a good looking red. I don't have those colors in here. Maybe a yellow and an orange. I did have some orange wool, but I like to make the beanies out of acrylic just because they need to hold up. There's a lot of wear and tear on a beanie, and it's nice to be able to throw it in the wash. So I don't want to use the orange wool. I must dig deeper into my collection of yarn. Thank you very much for visiting with me today on Halloween. I hope you all have a great time. I hope you get lots of people knocking and ringing your doorbell. Unless you don't want them, then turn off the lights. We will be going trick-or-treating tonight in our neighborhood with the kids, even our adult child. And we're gonna have a great night. And I will see you all very, very soon. Stay safe and take care. Bye-bye.